Hello, welcome to this short video on how to start your spider. Okay, we're going to be using these color-coded cut pieces of bark. Okay, I've already cut these and bundled them for this video. These are going to be our warps. All right. Okay. And they're a quarter inch, all right? They're a quarter inch wide in width. And you're going to need 8 of these, okay, that are about 36 inches or 3 feet long, okay? So those are our warps. And then this is going to be our weft. We're going to be using an 1/8 of an inch wide weft. Okay, that's how narrow it is, and this is how wide these are. And that's going to be our weft. All right, so we need 8 to start our spider, because a spider has 8 legs. And we've got to make sure they're all nice and wet. So we're going to grab a bowl of water here. Okay. And we're trying to get them wet. And if it's warm water, it doesn't need to be very long because they've been already cut. Okay, so we're going to take them out and get our weft wet. Okay. Okay, we don't want them drippy wet, so we're just going to dry them off for a little bit. Okay. Put the bowl of water aside. Okay, so now we're not going to work with that just yet. We're going to take these apart. There should be about 8 of them. We need 8 warps to start. Okay, we're going to undo them. All 8. Keep your elastics handy. Okay. Now I'm going to do this as we go. I'm going to put 2, stack them, so it looks like 1. Okay, that's going to be our first horizontal. We're not going to worry. We're going to try to place it in the middle, but don't worry about it being exact. Grab another 2. Okay. And then these 2, we're also going to stack and place them vertically on top of the 2 horizontal ones. Okay. On to a couple more. And stack them on top of each other, not beside each other. Okay. And I'm going to put those horizontally on top of the vertical ones, with this being the top, this being the bottom, so we'll do it underneath. So the first, second from the top. Okay. And at this moment, we don't need any tools yet. It's already, if you've already pre-cut your bark, then we're just assembling it. We've got 2 more. Okay. And this time, to make it look opposite of this vertical one, this is also going to go vertical. So it's going to go underneath the first 2, and then over these 2. So we leave those in place. Place these underneath the first 2 horizontal ones. Stack them nice. Okay, so there's the beginning of our spider. Some would say that it looks like a hashtag, but it's got 8 legs, so 2, 4, 6, 8. And those are going to be our warps, all right? And we're going to snug them all up so there's no gaps, and it looks like all the warps we'll only have 8 warps, not 16, okay? If we count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it'll be 16 once we fan them all out. Okay, so that's the first thing we do is make this spider, okay? Okay, now that we got the warps all lined up, all arranged, we're going to grab our weft, okay? That's the one with the white or natural colored elastic. We're going to put that aside. And now we got to find the middle of this. So here's one end. I'm going to undo it all the way. Okay, undo it until I find the other end. There it is. Now I got both ends. So now I'm going to find the middle of this whole length without catching onto my chair or anything. Okay, there's my middle. Now I don't want to forget where my middle is, so I usually carry a couple clothespins nearby, so I won't forget where my middle is. Okay, and then I'm going to bundle up each side separately. So I've got a left and a right side connected in the middle here. Okay, so like I said, no cutting. Okay, so here's the one end. I'm going to wrap it around my fingers like so. I'm going to leave about 2 feet here length, 2 or 3 feet. Let's say 2 feet, 2.5 feet length. And I'm going to grab a green elastic from one of the warps. Okay, so that's going to be my green one. And then, I'm going to bundle up the other side, the other half. Also leave a little bit of a length and give it the pink elastic from one of the warps. That way I can keep the 2 sides separate, right? Actually, I can grab a different one that looks too dark. Let's say fluorescent one is better in light. Okay, so we got a pink one and a green one. Okay, and there's our center and there's our 2 sides. We don't want them to cross over or get tangled up, right? Okay, so we're done with the towel for now. Now what we're going to do is we don't need this at the moment, but you can use the clothespin here to hold these in place. While you're weaving, okay? So that way they don't go moving around on you. Just use a couple clothespins. If you don't have clothespins, use paper clips, use hairpins, hair clips, right? Anything to hold them in place. Be creative. Use the elastics that came with the warps. I prefer the clothespins, so now it's all kind of centered, right? And remember, I had saved my center with one of these clothespins, so I got 2 ends here. I'm going to put them in this corner here, top right corner. And I'm going to take that loop here, this little loop, going to hook it on that first pair of warps, okay? That first set there. So it's going underneath it. I'm going to snug all these up. And I'm going to put the wefts, and this is a really good habit. Always put them to the top left. Okay, I'm only keeping them to the top left, but these wefts, the left one and the right one, never cross each other. Okay, they don't cross each other. Now I want to work with the green one first, which is our left. I'm going to go over the warp, the first vertical one, and then under the second vertical one. Okay, snug it up, and then finish it off by placing this over here and folding it out of the way. Okay, and I'm finished with that one. Now I did it over one and under one, and then I stop. Okay, folding it out of the way and stop. Then I go to the pink one. Right, gotta give its turn. Over one, under one. Over the second vertical one here, and then we're going to go underneath the horizontal one here. Okay? So we're just going to go around once. Okay, so now they're both out of the way. Pink one is now done. Okay, so now both the green one had its chance, and the pink one had its chance. We're done. Now we're going to repeat that whole step. Okay? Well, first we're going to do is rotate. Okay? So the 3 o'clock became 6 o'clock. We rotated clockwise. And now we're at the beginning again where we got these 2 wefts. But the left one is going to be green. Okay? And the right one is pink. Okay? So now we're going to start with the green one, go over one, under one, and stop. And then we're going to give the pink one a try. I'm going to go around 8 times. Okay? Repeat it 3 times. Over, under. Okay? Right? Okay, it came apart, so we're going to readjust it. Snug it underneath again. Fold it out of the way. Okay. Green is done and out of the way now. Now I got to give pink a try. Over one. Oh, this one is in the way. I'm going to move it over here. Okay. So I'm going to go over this warp and then under this one. Okay, I want to make sure these don't cross over. All right, they're out of the way. They're not crossing over. And then I'll rotate everything clockwise again. Okay. We keep our 4 directions, top, bottom, left, right. Okay, take our 2 wefts, make sure they're out of the way. Where the left one, okay, is not in the way anymore. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. And by the time you get around, everything will be all nicely contained and it won't fall apart. And then we can start worrying about finding the exact center. Okay, so over and under, like this green one. Fold it out of the way, right? That's our new right. Okay, then we'll take the old right, which is the new left now. Go over the second one. and then go underneath. The first horizontal one, and then we're going to rotate it all out of the way. Make sure that green one doesn't get in the way here of our pink one that's coming around. That's going to get a new right. Okay. We're almost gone once around. And I don't think I'm going to need that clothespin anymore because I already have it hinged down here, okay, or twined. So I'm going to take that green one, I'm going to go over under once and stop because I want to give the pink one an over one, under one chance. Okay, over one, under one. Right. Stop, rotate, get these two out of the way, and then we grab a marker or a pen. That one that we started on, we're going to make a mark here so we always know that's the beginning and ending of our row of twining. Okay, so I'll put a little black dot on mine and do it on the back side too so I don't forget. And it's the top half of each pair or of each set. Okay, so this set, this is the bottom one, this is the top one, so we put a line, a dot on the top, at the end of it. Okay, so now we know that's the beginning and the end. Okay. Okay, now in the second round, we're going to start fanning out the second set. So the second vertical one, the second, rotate it, it's the second vertical one, right? We're going to do that all the way around once, and we're going to put 4. So this is going to turn from 8 warps to 12 now. And we don't have to add any warps in because we've already paired it up and doubled it up. So here we go. I'm going to fan out this first one. Okay, it's the bottom. See, this is the top half. This is the bottom half. So put that bottom one into this corner here. Take our left one, which is the green here. Going over, under. That's just the top half. This is the bottom half. So I'm going between the two that you just fanned out. So now they're both their own. So this pair is 1 warp, 2, 3. So this became 3 warps, where it used to be 2. Okay. So put that green one out of the way, right? Don't cross over the pink one. Take the pink one, go over the top, and go between the two that you just fanned out. Okay. So went over, under. Rotate just a little bit and put that out of the way. Don't cross over. And we're going to continue that all the way around. Okay, this one, keep it as a pair. Okay, we're going to fan it out next row, on the third row. And we're going to go around again. This time, we're going to fan out the bottom. Okay. We're going to twine underneath the top. And then we're going to go between it, right? Underneath the top half, and between both of them, come up. And this green one, we're going to go over the top one, between them, and underneath the bottom half. Okay, rotate it a little bit. And so we're going to go around, repeat. Okay, so we're trying to keep it as symmetrical as we can. Over and under. Give the other weft the opportunity to go over under. Okay, we're getting back to the beginning. One more to fan out before we fan out the other ones in the third round. Okay, here we go. Keep the top looking straight. Like this one always look like an insert. Right, so we can tighten it up. When you're twining, keep your twine. Each one of these you can call a stitch. Trying to keep each stitch as flat as you can. Don't go twisting it. So you go up, fold it out of the way, fold it back down, right? So that way you're not twisting it. Okay, so we're back at the beginning here now. And this is the one with the black dot. So I want to leave that one straight. Now let's get this all organized so you can see what just happened. So you got your 4 directions all taken care of. And you got your 2 wefts. Okay, so here's the original 4, right? 2 horizontal ones, and 2 vertical ones, and then you got the 4 intersecting each quadrant there, okay? And you got your 2 wefts. So now we're going to start fanning out these ones. So we take the bottom one, this being the top, this being the bottom. Take that bottom one, fan it out to the left this time, not to the right like you did all those other ones. Okay, so fan it out, over, go under and between those 2, like you're fanning out. Go under and between. Then we're going to take the green one. In this case, we're going to go between and under the top half. And I like this to be looking a little flatter. So if I could zoom in a bit here for you, it looks like it could be flattened a bit. So I just pull on it just a little bit so it flattens. Then I pull it up and out of the way. Continue to go around. And now, this is the 3rd row. So continue. Try to keep this symmetrical. Fan out the bottom. Keep that one straight. Okay, I'm going to go up underneath the bottom half, between the top and the bottom there. Tighten it up. Fold it out of the way. Go between. First go over the bottom, go between, and under the top half. Okay. Snug it out of the way. Twine a few times. And then now we're going to fan out this one. Okay. Over and under. Stop. Switch. Over, under. Rotate. Switch. Over and under. Rotate. And then here we got our last fan out to do. Over, under, in between, under, in between, and then we go over, in between, and then we can do one round, no change, just twine, and make it look like a nice circle, right? So that's how we turn our spider into a star. or the beginning of its spider web. Okay, so this is the beginning, everything we need to know about the spider can teach us about weaving. So this is just starting it. Then as we add in more rows, every time we go around once, the first one was 8 times, it was 12, now it's 16. Okay, and we're going to add in 4 more warps. That'll be 20 on the 6th row or so. We'll just keep going around until we got a nice base or crown for a hat. A base for a basket or a crown for a hat. Okay? And that's how we start a spider. And I'll add in more videos on how to add in warps and ways of extending our wefts. Because what happens when it breaks? You might want to splice in another one, right? What happens when a warp is about to break? What do we do? Do we replace it? How do we do that? Do we overlay? Do we, all the different ways of adding in? Can we overlay and fix a broken warp? And so more videos to come. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube.